All right, my friends, I want to go over some stuff with you guys that I've been working on all night, and I'm going to be going to bed here soon. But I went through all my adapters that I've found so far and seen what's missing and what's there and packaged all of those. But I don't have enough of the packages left, and I found out that's what they were stealing in the trash were the packages of the equipment. So they didn't want me matching up the pieces here to the equipment to the receipt because I showed Glenn and Sherry how I could match each part to each part, and they've got the parts at their at their wherever they got them, and they could all be matched up to all the receipts I have in there. So that's what was going on out back, in the garbage. And it's just stupid. I've got everything that you could ever think of, every Amazon, every receipt, you know. Look at this stuff. And I've gone through everything. I mean, two of everything, two bins of everything. This is just two of every little part. See? Two of every little adapter. Like I said, I buy two of everything. And then in kits, I buy full kits to set up full kits of whatever the equipment is. Like I said, I bought two of these anchors, two of the HDMI, and I only got one of them now to USB that plugs into the TV, and they don't make that adapter anymore. There's a lot of things they don't make anymore, and I want them, and because Microsoft doesn't like them. In Windows 10, it won't even install. So Windows 7, Microsoft, when they don't like something, that's what they do. They change the operating system and get rid of the pieces of equipment that they know can be used for other things. And they know what I can do with them. And I want those pieces of equipment. They get angry. That's why I took my computer from Windows 10 when I got home back to Windows 7. Because they stopped letting me use my wireless. And I only got two of these now. And I used to have 5 of them. 5 whole sets. Now I got 2 sets. And I had like 8 batteries for it. 2 extra chargers. They took all that. And I mean, I've cleaned out all of that. All of that. Gone through all of them little cases there to see what was missing. I don't play around when somebody robs me. And I think the sheriff's office or the PD, they know that. They wanted to make me out to look freaking like a meth head. I'm not going to go through these yet. But when the one officer got stupid with me, they went outside. We went outside because I went to put my gloves on and shut my camera off without leaving a fingerprint on it. And he said, "Oh, you just said that when you put your gloves on, you're going to kick people's ass." And I was like, "Dude, I invited you guys in. I was talking about out there. I don't like that guy. I like you guys. What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Let's go outside." And I think he did that on purpose because he knows how I am about you putting your hands in your pocket. I was pulling out the little piece of paper with the case report number on it. It was in my pocket from 2 hours earlier when they were out here. And it's like they came out and said, "Oh, we don't know who you are." And I said, "You guys were just out here and I freaking told you I'm fucking Captain Jason Morton, Homeland Defense. I started a foundation and I'm a complete legit computer business. I told you this morning. I said, as they were leaving, I'm a cop." And they just shook their head. And then you want to start like you didn't know? And the one officer came back inside and he did something. And I have to find out what he did. But I'll go through the stuff in the basement because he said he was going to come back in and check something. And I was outside talking with the other officer And then he came out and went up and talked to that other guy. Didn't even want to look at the other video footages that I had. So that was a setup. Because I got other video footages, and I told him, I got 3 separate videos of that guy and the whole incident. Do you want to see it? And he said, no, just stay away from that residence. And I'm like, what? You don't even want to take the report? That's jacked up. Because I said, are you going to add it to the report? Am I going to get a case number? And he said, no, just don't go over there. And I'm like, this is a setup, man. Again. And I went down to see Jody, and I told Jody, you know, tell Captain Bravo not to send people to my house that are going to say they don't know me. This is bull. You know me. I told Jody, you know me. I'll pay that $20 because she wanted $20 for the body cam footage, and I didn't have the money in my wallet because I thought I did, but that girl, Yushamiri, took it from my drawer because I forgot. I put it on the top of the drawer. She said, can I use your lighter? She got into my bedroom drawer, and she didn't get the lighter. She stole the $20 that was sitting there. And I thought it was in the wallet, but it wasn't. That Yoshi Ramirez girl stole it out of my freaking bedroom. With who knows what else she stole out of the bedroom. Because I was in the bathtub. What a bitch, man. And yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I have pictures and video of all the... When this stuff was out on the porch, there were thousands of freaking games, and it was just ridiculous. Games and movies, and because I had one collection to sell and I had one collection to keep, just as I always have. Since I have the originals, I'm allowed to have the copies and sell the copies. It's not illegal. I own the original software. I bought out Blockbuster. It's not a joke. I did everything legal. And yeah, Glenn went through all this stuff. And anything he bagged and boxed up, and they wanted me to go through. And they wanted me to put together. And they wanted me to get it all prepared so they can steal it again. And send me to jail. Because why am I getting stuff from the VA that says I'm incarcerated? And I called them up and they said, no, we don't have that in our system. And I called up our moms and they wouldn't answer me. And she said, well, I'll send you to your lady. And the lady didn't call me back. Same like before when our moms, I went down there and they told me, well, you're not going to have to come down here anymore because they were trying to put me in jail. They said my court date was at 4:00 and it was at 1:00. She knew that was a setup. I knew it. I called down, at 12:30, and luckily me and my daughter made it down there in time. We went over and talked to Bill and said, man, can you give us a ride over? I would have been a warrant for my arrest and gone back to jail. Look at this stuff. So, broken parts. And this is just the way I am. Tools that Glenn threw in the garbage. And I still haven't even gone through all the garbage. I just found that there's 2 bags that were in there that had all the little plastic cases. And I'll show you. Because this bag right here had originally all the cases from up in my attic. And that's all that's there. That's all that was out in the garbage. And no, it had all them cases, just like that bag. And I went through those, and I wasn't happy. I found my QuickBooks was missing. I found all kinds of stuff was missing from that bag, and it made me angry, but I didn't do nothing. I just left it alone. I'm not going to be told that I'm crazy and go do something to the sheriff's office. I put myself in Facebook jail. That's about all I did. They knew with all that stuff they were doing, it was going to anger me. Got my network shut down just in time for them to come in with my cameras. The same as before. The guy up the street giving me a hard time, and the guy following me, and his mother telling me, please watch my house. He's in jail. And he's not in jail. He's in there. And the other guy's following me over there. And then I'm like, who are you? And I've got those videos, and I'll show them to you. And I'm like, who are you? And who are you looking for? And he wouldn't tell me at first, and then he said, "Oh, Jaime," and I'm like, "Who's Jaime?" And he wouldn't tell me that either, and I'm like, "Okay," and I walked off, and I decided, since I didn't get his face with my camera, that I was going to walk back over there and see who he was, but just knock on the door again, because he was still standing there like they were in there and just not answering. And they were. So something strange was going on. And then the next morning I get robbed and my stuff that's open, and I come back and I'm like, no, hell no. What the hell are you guys doing? And the video that the PD gave me is corrupt. I'm going to have to get it again. It's not even the one with Luna Rishamiri. I'm going to have to film it up to where it stops, just like we did with the other one. And I have the second part to the other one already filmed in my phone, but it wouldn't let me load it. It said it was too big to go to YouTube. It was only 15 minutes late.